watching the Halftime Show, the Halftime Coaches Show with Coach Harrison. Man, I feel like we're going to do this a bunch throughout the season, and you're 2 weeks into this thing now. Couple of close but tough losses.
Yeah, you know, it's been a story of our lives so far. But, you know, it's a part of it. It's a part of it. And so, you know, we can't beat ourselves over it at all. We just got to, you know, learn from it and continue to grow. And as long as the kids still come to practice with a great attitude, I think we're going to be just fine.
All right, Coach, I'm going to use technology in an innovative sort of way. Not innovative at all. I'm going to show you this. I know you've seen it. End zone. They're going to push through, and I think that's going to be – I'm still waiting on a signal.
Line judge is saying it is a touchdown.
There we go. Touchdown. Mahrez with the QB keeper. Right. Mahrez. Follow Logan Fowler. Wide open. He breaks up the middle. Mahrez. Touchdown. And the Panthers right in prime position. How about that? Looked like a busted defensive call by Splendora.
Yeah, big play.
Mahrez up the middle. Still on his feet. He breaks through that. Touchdown, Liberty. I don't know how he did that. Colin Harry Houdini, the magician, appears in the end zone, Ross. It and take off running a big space right in the middle of the field. Breaks the tackler, still on his feet, up the sideline, 40, 30, finally gets pushed out, and what a run from the junior quarterback. Look across the middle of the field, and all by himself in the end zone, and that looks to be Connor Geezy with the touchdown. Man, oh man, these Panthers are cardiac kids. How about the call and response from that?
That's big time, man.
Coach, you scored one touchdown against Cold Spring, and it looked like, I'm not going to say you didn't have answers, but it just looked like they weren't grooving with the offense. And then last week, it looked like you found your rhythm.
Yeah, you know, we really, as a coaching staff, challenged everybody on offense, really, because we left that week one game and, you know, no one was satisfied how the outcome of that game was and how we performed offensively. And so all week long we kind of challenged those guys, and, man, they stepped up in a big way and kept us in the ball game. And so hats off to our coaching staff and, you know, all of our players that responded the correct way.
One person, and we talked with him last week, one person that I felt like finally maybe letting their wings spread open, Frankie Mahrez, he showed up in that second half and put the team on his back.
Absolutely. Our offensive player of the week, by the way. I had a huge game, man. You can tell he wants it so bad, you know, and he's preparing the right way, and he's saying and doing the right things, and he's leading in the right ways that we want him to. And so hopefully that's just a preview of what's to come for the rest of the year for him.
Yeah, when he, and I know you laughed a little bit when we were watching that clip, he went right up the middle on that one touchdown, and I thought he was kind of dead in the water, and all of a sudden he just squirted out of the pile. So talk about that play.
So I think we was actually running the quarterback ISO on that play. We got him in the 3-by-1 trips open formation, and so it lightened the box up. And initially he gained about 5 yards on the play initially, but it looked like it was dead, stopped dead in the tracks. But he kept working and found the way to get out of there and score a touchdown on it. So good play call by offensive coordinator, right?
You see, you're the one that gets credit for it, or not credit if it doesn't work.
So I'll take all the blame when stuff don't go right. But, yeah, that was a great play call by offensive coordinator. So.
And then later on in the half, had a situation where they drove the field like 94, 95 yards, something like that, and then you responded immediately.
Yeah.
Frankie's taking off. When he breaks contain out of that pocket there, does your heart race a little bit, or is that something that you expect him to be able to make hay with?
I don't know if my heart raced at all, but you never know really. So just hope that we just hope that something great happens, obviously, and we able to witness it. So, but man, like I say, that kid and everybody on the offensive side responded great this week. So we just got to continue to use that momentum into this week and hopefully get a dub and not be sitting here talking about what woulda, shoulda, coulda been.
Connor Geezy, touchdowns 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
Big time target for you guys.
Absolutely. I mean, once again, the kid that shows up every day, ready to work, is going to do whatever we ask of him. And 95% of that is going to be blocking.
Right.
But the other 5%, he has his opportunity, and he's making the most of it.
All right, Coach, we'll switch gears to the other side of the ball, and I have probably called every single person the wrong name and number for 2 weeks solid. We all know that I cannot see, and if I don't bring my binoculars, it's even worse. But
Yes, sir.
you have so many weapons on that defensive side, and I feel like every play we're calling a different name. You got Cody Sandifer and Brody Rollinson that are just getting after it on
Yes,
the
sir.
edge. Jay Sean and Keenan
Yes,
on
sir.
the inside. Jason Wycliffe on the back end, Devorian Bradford, and even Cameron Harper, who is he's a real small guy,
Yeah.
but he doesn't play small.
No, not at all. There's no quitting that kid, man.
He had several nice pass deflections.
Yeah, he knows that, every week someone's going to try him, basically, just because of, his size. But, I mean, he's like he just got some dog in him, man, and he don't let that concern him, and he go out there and Cam is a guy we never have to worry about because he's always going to do what he's supposed to do when he's supposed to do it, So shout out to Cam. Killer Cam, that's what I call him.
Killer Cam. The other thing that I've noticed, quite a bit, Jason, he's playing safety for you. You guys like to bring that safety. I don't know if you're bringing him or not, but he seems to be right around the football wherever it is.
That sounds about like Whit, He's always around the football, but which is a great quality to have, especially as a safety. He's trying to get in there, even on the run plays. He's trying to get in there and set the tone. And he's one of those guys who goes both ways for us. And so we asking him to give us everything he got on defense, and then go on the offense and be able to produce as well. And him and Keenan Clevenger, they're both doing that quite a bit, probably more than anybody else on our team. So. Yeah, we got to do what we got to do, man.
Well, I want to ask you specifically about one kid because he hasn't played football, and I don't know how long it's been, maybe since middle school, if he even played then. Cody Sandifer, I feel like you pulled him out of the hallway, and now he's starting.
Yeah,
and
I wish
playing very well.
There's about 4 or 5 more I need to pull out. It's too late now, but so here's the thing, man. I've always challenged kids to do something that you don't think you're really good at, and you never know, right? And so I think Cody saw that, our first scrimmage, we had a little success versus Anahuac, and really you can kind of tell that it was a difference in the kids. The kids are out there enjoying themselves and having fun, and he wanted to be a part of it. And man, he's come and he loves it. He loves it. It's good to see a kid like that who he wouldn't consider himself a football player, but out there playing football and enjoying it and learning and, giving us everything we have.
Yeah, there was a situation where you're playing D, he's out there, and he almost had a pick six.
Yeah, it's called being coachable, for one.
Okay.
We knew screen game was going to be huge for those guys last week, and he followed the back out the backfield and had an opportunity to pick it off. Hit him in the chest a little bit, but great kid.
Oh, yeah. So, Coach, I know a lot of people kind of ask about this. Liberty, for as long as I've been here, 15 years, there have been some pockets of years where we've had some just monster-sized kids, and then there have been other years like we're kind of in right now, don't have really big kids. They're not small or anything,
Right.
but they're about that medium size.
Yes, sir.
We don't have super blazing speed. So as a defensive coach, how do you instill in them that, as you called it, that dog mentality, that pack mentality?
Well, it no matter how big you are, how small you are, obviously everybody want to be big. But at the end of the day, it's about executing and having a belief in yourself and in your teammates. And when you can do those things, you give yourself a chance every week. And I think our entire team, from offense to defense and even special teams, those guys know that they have a belief in themselves, and we still trying to get over that hump where we practice the right way every day, but it's becoming more consistent than what it has been. And so, hopefully we reap some of those benefits from us doing the things that we're supposed to do and get us a win.
Right. All right, Coach, we should be in the middle of a nice game against East Chambers.
Yes, sir.
Final non-district tune-up before
Yes,
we
sir.
start district in 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Going to be moving into the bye week. As we move into the bye week, what are you looking to get back, to improve on before we start district on
Well, we want to get healthy for sure. We still got – you look at our defense, and it's like 4 or 5 kids out there with broken thumbs right now, And so we want to get healthy. That's always a huge one as we get into district. But we also want to build a little confidence. And, I think our kids felt like they should have won the first 2 games. We get to go against the East Chambers team this week that is very well coached, probably the most well-coached team we've seen so far. And it's going to be a real challenge for us to be disciplined and do what we've been coached and taught to do, and coming out on the other side of it this week.
Yeah, Coach Sutherland has been there.
Absolutely.
He's been there a while now.
Absolutely.
They always and we've had some good games against them the last couple of
Yeah.
years.
Well, I'm tired of knocking at the door.
Okay, well, hopefully this is the week that we open it, and then for sure in 2 weeks we open up district at home, homecoming.
Yes, sir.
And
Versus
it will be Huffman. So
Huffman.
that's always
Yeah,
always
no
a
doubt.
chore.
No doubt. I mean, they, not to look ahead or anything, but they've coming off, I think, 2-0 start so far, and they're feeling pretty good over there. So, got a couple weeks to prepare for them and give it all we got versus homecoming.
Awesome, Coach. Well, good luck moving forward. We'll see you. I guess we will see you on the bye week for
Yes, sir.
a show. You've been watching the halftime show. We're here in Winnie, Texas for the final tune-up. Coming up next, second half action. We'll see you next time.